So I just heard this phrase, and it was very relevant to me at the time. Poverty is contented with fulfilling pressing needs. It's a quote by Seneca. And if you haven't read anything by Seneca, it's a really good thing to go into on Stoicism and just general useful philosophies. But I digress. Poverty is contented with fulfilling pressing needs. Now, what does that mean? It means that when you're in a situation where you are hungry, when you are grief-stricken, poverty-stricken in any kind of way, your immediate concern is what's ahead of you. And I spoke about this in the previous video about the decay of effectiveness. But we forget how often we can be impoverished and how easy it is. We can be impoverished with finances, impoverished with time, impoverished with opportunities, impoverished in relationships. So the less poverty you allow is the more you can worry about fulfilling loftier, grander, long-term goals. Once again, if you have long-term goals, you're looking out to the future, you're going to put those off so that you can keep a roof over your head. Personally, this apartment we've paid for 3 months in advance, just to make sure that as we're experimenting with our businesses, we know where our things are going to be. That gives us 2 months of experimentation to make sure we get a return without us thinking, oh my God, it's the 28th. What are we going to do? We need to go and sell ourselves on the side of the street. You get really desperate, and it means that you're foggy-headed because now you're no longer thinking about the big goal, whether it's money, whether it's a home, whether it's a vacation. This is a palm tree, I promise you. You're not thinking about that because right now you're thinking, how can I get food in my stomach? How can I keep myself dry? How can I keep myself from being put out in the streets, from disappointing everybody? Take care of those first. Pay off your survival. Make sure you have food in your fridge, a roof. You don't even worry about food. I can go to networking events and I could eat an entire week for free just networking with a bunch of other businesses. They don't even know how hungry I am. I live somewhere. My fridge can be empty. I'll eat biscuits, cheese, and pastrami sandwiches all week long just to keep on surviving and doing really purposeful work. So you're going to be here, and at any given point in time, somebody's going to try to distract you to look at immediate pressing needs. So constantly put back into your bank and spend all those things first. Pay yourself first. Make sure your poverty, your ground level needs, food, water, shelter. I always talk about these sleep, shit, sustenance. Take care of that so you can focus on all of these grander, loftier things. Because if you keep yourself in a poverty-stricken mode, you won't have a chance to advance toward them. You'll constantly think about the next pressing need, and that will keep your mind from being able to perform at a higher rate. So keep that in mind.